Jace Denman for Flag Family Media. I'm here with Dragon kicker Max Watson. Max, obviously you are one of the commits from last year that I was super excited about. Big game James McCarty and myself got to see you kick at Fargo North, so I knew kind of your work before you got here. So obviously, first thing, coming to MSUM, what made you choose MSUM over some other universities?
Yeah, so MSUM was a local college for me, and going into like the recruitment process, I had no idea. It was an open book, and then you come here, like coach has the hole in the wall. You come here, the coaches are amazing, best coaching staff that I've ever been around going on visits, and so that was huge for me. Also family. Family is a huge part of my life, and I have the opportunity to live 5 minutes from family, so those two things are a huge reason why I committed here.
So you come here, you get here during fall camp. You had an opportunity, obviously, to win the kicking job. Not easy because you got some good kickers here. You go out and you take care of that. You get the starting job. You have, I believe, 2 extra points and a field goal attempt last week. Successful in all of them. So first off, obviously, how was that first game for you? How did you feel out there in your first collegiate game?
I was definitely nervous before I went onto the field. I was shaking. Seabass had to keep reminding me, just calm down, play your game, you're good. So yeah, definitely very nervous. And then once I got out there, it was do your job. So I was ready to go. And after that first, I thought PAT was gonna be my first one, but the field goal was. So after that field goal, it really like settled me down, and I was ready to go from there.
When it comes to being a kicker, obviously, first thing you want to know is if we're in a situation, what's your max range? What are you going to tell the coach, yeah, I can hit from here?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're going to watch you warming up, but where do you feel comfortable from on the field?
See, like all that depends on pregame too. Seeing the wind, which way both ways is your max. So I'd say into the wind, with the wind, for sure confident from like 40 out, 100%. I would say I'd be confident from there. And then anything else would be like, see what the wind's doing. But yeah, into the wind and with the wind for sure 40.
Okay, so you're the first kicker we've talked to on these interviews. So I guess some of the questions that people at home may have. Obviously, on a special teams play, you're kicking, extra point, field goal. You're handling kickoffs right now as well. If something breaks down, if there's a block kick or if there's a missed kick that you try a long one before the half and the guy's running it back, how confident are you out there about maybe making a tackle or having at least try and force a guy out of bounds?
Yeah. I'm confident. In high school, the linebackers coach would always be having me doing hitting drills. I got a few tackles in high school, so yeah, just you got to read the situation, and if you have to go make a play, go try to make a play, and then if you can't, it's on to the next play. You can't let that live in your head. So.
When it comes to high school, then you mentioned that. Were you a soccer player as well then?
Yep. So I played soccer my whole life, and then my freshman year summer, Coach Rowland came up to me and my brother on the turf, and he asked if I've ever kicked football. I said no.
Could you kick a ball that's not round? That's the question, right?
Yeah, and I was able to do it, and I loved it. So
okay, good. So when it comes to that, obviously, so every time you get to a new stadium, these are going to be the first time you get to these stadiums this year. So you want to get out there early, get some kicks, and get a feel for the wind and stuff. Is there a difference, though? I mean, obviously, a lot of times you can have a wind that's either at your back or you're kicking into. There's a wind going crossways. What about some of the swirling winds that maybe might come up? Is that going to pose a problem for kicking?
I for sure haven't experienced it yet. Have never had to experience that. I've always played outdoors, so I think it'll be a challenge. I think it'll be fun to handle pregame and then figure it out from there.
Awesome. Well, obviously, we like to see you on the field, but we like to see you on the field after touchdowns as opposed to long field goals. So hopefully that's more of that this weekend.
Let's hope.
All right. So obviously, best of luck this weekend, Max. Continued success on the field, obviously, as you get your collegiate career started. So I'm Jace Denman alongside Max Watson, kicker for your MSUM Dragons. We'll talk to you soon.